Attention, Scorpios. Prepare for a powerful energy surge that will change your life. I, your trusted astrologer and guide in the world of stars, am lifting the veil on upcoming events. Starting May 16, 2025, you will enter a period of incredible luck. This isn't just a favorable time, it's a time of radical changes that will elevate you to a completely new level. Get ready for a rapid career ascent and a noticeable increase in your cash flow. Fortune is smiling upon you, and this is your chance to maximize her gifts. An era of prosperity is dawning, where your most ambitious dreams take on real form. But what exactly will catalyze these amazing changes? What cosmic forces are aligning in your favor, preparing the ground for unprecedented success? The answer to this question is the key to your triumph. So, Scorpios, let's understand what exactly is shaping this favorable astrological backdrop that will open up for you from May 16, 2025. A key role here is played by the transit of Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, through your 7th house of partnership and collaboration. This means that success in career and finance will come through interaction with other people, through the ability to establish strong connections and make profitable agreements. Venus, the planet of love and money, will be in harmonious aspect with your sign during this period, which will enhance your attractiveness and charm. This is a great time for negotiations, presentations, and any events where you need to make a good impression. Your charisma will be at its peak, and you will be able to easily win hearts and minds. Mars, your ruler, will be in a favorable position, giving you the energy and determination to achieve your goals. You will feel confident and assertive, ready for any challenges. The main thing is to direct this energy into a constructive channel and avoid conflicts. But don't forget about Saturn, which will have a restraining influence, reminding you of the need for planning and responsibility. It is important not to succumb to euphoria and carefully weigh all decisions. Saturn will help you lay a solid foundation for future success, but will require patience and discipline. The combination of these planetary aspects creates a unique opportunity for Scorpios to achieve significant success in career and finance. This is a time when the stars will be on your side, but success will only come to those who are ready to act and seize their opportunities. But what specifically should you do to make the most of this favorable period? Scorpios, I salute you. As a trusted astrologer and your guide in the world of stellar energies, I want to reveal in detail the picture of career opportunities that will open up from May 16, 2025. This is a time when celestial bodies align in a unique configuration, giving you a chance for a real breakthrough. So, let's dive into the specifics. Jupiter, the planet of luck and expansion, moving through your 7th house of partnership, indicates that your professional success will be closely linked to collaboration. This is a time when the ability to find common ground, make profitable deals, and work in a team will become your main asset. Don't underestimate the power of connections and contacts. Perhaps now is the time to renew old acquaintances or actively expand your social circle. Look for partners who share your values and goals, and together you can reach incredible heights. Venus, the planet of beauty and harmony, with its favorable aspect, will enhance your natural charm and ability to win people over. Use this time for negotiations, presentations, and public speaking. Your charisma will be at its peak, and it will be easier for you to convince and inspire others. Don't hesitate to showcase your talents and achievements, but do it tactfully and with respect for others. Mars, the planet of energy and action, will give you the necessary determination and assertiveness to achieve your goals. However, be careful not to succumb to excessive impulsiveness and aggression. Remember that constructive dialogue and the ability to find compromises often bring much better results than straightforward pressure. Direct your energy into a creative channel, take responsibility, and don't be afraid to take risks, but do it thoughtfully and with a cool head. Saturn, the planet of discipline and responsibility, reminds you of the importance of planning and organization. Don't rely solely on luck and fortune. Develop a clear plan of action, set priorities, and consistently move towards your goal. Be prepared for difficulties and obstacles, but don't let them knock you off course. Saturn teaches us patience and perseverance, and it is these qualities that will help you overcome any obstacles and achieve long-term success. Use this period to improve your skills, learn new technologies, and master advanced working methods. Invest in your education and development, and it will surely bear fruit in the future. Don't be afraid of change and be open to new opportunities. The world is constantly changing, and only those who can adapt and learn new things stay on top. Remember that astrology is not a prediction of fate, but rather a guide to action. The stars point to favorable opportunities and potential risks, but the choice is always yours. Use this knowledge to maximize your potential and build a successful career. But a career is only one side of the coin. What about directing this energy towards creating a solid financial foundation? So, Scorpios, we have come to the most practical aspect of our money horoscope. How can you, with this knowledge, literally attract financial luck to yourself? From May 16, 2025, onwards, the stars are aligning in such a way that your decisions in the field of finance will have long-term consequences. First of all, remember, Jupiter in the house of partnership is not just about luck in business with other people, it's about creating capital together. Therefore, stop acting alone. Look for partners, investors, like-minded people. Consider crowdfunding or participating in joint projects. Your persuasion skills and natural charisma are now at their peak, use them to interest people in your ideas. Second, be extremely attentive to detail. Saturn requires you to have clear planning and responsibility. Draw up a detailed business plan, analyze the risks, and do not make hasty decisions. Invest time in studying the market and competitors. Only in this way can you maximize the opportunities that the universe provides you. Third, don't be afraid to take risks, but do it consciously. Mars gives you energy and courage, but recklessness can lead to losses. Before investing money in a new project, carefully study all aspects. Consult with experts, get an independent assessment. And finally, remember the power of positive thinking. Visualize your success, believe in your abilities, and money will be drawn to you like a magnet. Create an atmosphere of prosperity and abundance around yourself. Think about how else you can enhance the influence of the stars on your life, especially in the context of the people closest to you. So, Scorpios, we have talked about the career prospects and financial luck that will open up to you from May 16, 2025. But success is not limited to the professional sphere. Harmony in personal relationships is the foundation on which our well-being is built. And here, the stars have also prepared special instructions for you. The influence of Venus, the planet of love and beauty, will be especially noticeable. This is a time when your natural charisma will increase many times over. Use this period to strengthen existing relationships. Openness, sincerity, and a willingness to compromise are the keys to harmonious relationships. Don't be afraid to express your feelings, surprise your loved ones, and arrange romantic surprises. Remember that attention to detail and caring for your partner are investments in your common future. For single Scorpios, the stars favor new acquaintances. Be open to communication, attend events where you can meet interesting people. Your confidence and magnetism will attract attention, but do not forget about the importance of sincerity and authenticity. You shouldn't wear a mask, try to show your true self. After all, that's how you will be loved. However, it is important to remember balance. Don't let your personal life overshadow your professional ambitions. Being able to find time for everything is an art that you have to master. Remember that harmony in all areas of life is the key to true success. But how to achieve this harmony? How to find answers to the deep questions that concern every Scorpio? There is another important aspect that will help you unlock your potential and find inner strength. But true success, my dear Scorpios, is not measured only by the clink of coins and the height of the career ladder. True prosperity is born from the depths of self-knowledge and spiritual growth. As an authoritative astrologer, I urge you to use this period of favorable opportunities not only to achieve material goals, but also to unlock your inner potential. The stars point to a time of deep transformation. Look inside yourself. What talents are you hiding? What fears are holding back your growth? Right now, when the energy of the universe supports you, is the perfect moment to discard old beliefs and discover new horizons of self-awareness. Remember, Scorpios are a sign associated with powerful intuition and the ability to deep analysis. Use these gifts for self-analysis. Meditation, mindfulness practices, journaling, these are all tools that will help you better understand yourself and your true desires. Don't be afraid to explore the unexplored corners of your soul, because that's where your most valuable resources are hidden. This period, starting May 16, 2025, is a time not only for external achievements but also for internal enrichment. Cultivate your spiritual qualities, strengthen your connection with your inner self, and you will find that success in the material world becomes a natural consequence of your inner harmony. And, of course, there are specific steps you can take to make the most of this astrological forecast. So, Scorpios, what you have before you is not just a forecast, but a clear action plan, a treasure map that will lead you to financial prosperity and career heights, starting May 16, 2025. We are not simply stating the fact of favorable stellar influence, we are developing a winning strategy. Remember how the strength of your sign manifests in crisis situations. This is not a crisis, but a period of opportunity, but your ability to transform, your intuition, and your ability to see hidden resources will be more in demand than ever. First and foremost, stop acting alone. Jupiter in the 7th house of partnership is a direct signal that success will come through interaction. Your task is to become a magnet for the right people. Think about those you once worked with, those you studied with, those you simply haven't communicated with in a long time. Renew old connections, attend events, expand your social circle. Don't be afraid to make new acquaintances, because it is among new faces that your future partner or investor may be hiding. Now for specific steps. Possessing natural charisma, Scorpios sometimes neglect planning, relying on intuition and a sudden breakthrough. But Saturn, which demands responsibility and structure, will not allow you to move chaotically. Develop a clear business plan, think through every step, assess the risks. Don't know where to start? Turn to experts, consultants, mentors. Don't be afraid to ask for help, because even the strongest warrior needs an advisor. The financial sphere requires special attention. Jupiter in the house of partnership opens up opportunities for joint creation of capital. Consider investment options, crowdfunding, and finding partners to implement your projects. Don't be afraid to propose your ideas, because now they can find support and be brought to life. Remember Mars, which gives you energy and courage. Use this power to achieve your goals, but don't give in to impulsiveness. Before making an important decision, carefully weigh all the pros and cons, consult with specialists. Further education is another important step toward success. Don't stop there, constantly develop, learn new technologies, master new skills. The world is changing, and you must be ready for these changes. Be open to new knowledge and opportunities. And, of course, don't forget about positive thinking. Believe in yourself, in your strength, in your success. Discard doubts and fears, tune into a positive mood. Visualize your goals, imagine yourself successful and prosperous. Your thoughts are material, and the stronger your faith, the faster you will achieve what you want. In your personal life, Venus will enhance your attractiveness, but you should not rely only on external data. Strengthen relationships with loved ones, be open and sincere in your feelings. Lonely Scorpios, the stars favor new acquaintances, but don't rush to choose. Take a closer look at the person, get to know them better before making serious decisions. It is important to remember the balance between personal life and professional ambitions. Don't let work absorb you completely, devote time to your loved ones, your hobbies, your health. Harmony in all spheres of life is the key to your success and well-being. This period is also favorable for self-discovery and spiritual growth. Develop your intuition, engage in self-analysis, keep a journal, meditate, practice mindfulness. The better you understand yourself, the easier it will be for you to make the right decisions and move through life in the right direction. But how to avoid pitfalls on this path to success? What dangers may lie in wait for Scorpios during a period of active change? But even in a period of such powerful positive transformations, when the stars generously shower Scorpios with opportunities, it is important to remember vigilance and awareness. Active changes, especially in the field of finance and partnership, can also carry certain risks. To avoid negative influences, listen to the wisdom of the stars. First of all, beware of impulsive decisions, especially in matters of investment and signing contracts. Carefully analyze all offers, do not succumb to the temptation of quick money. Remember, Saturn requires patience and discipline from you, so long-term planning and a balanced approach will be your best allies. Do not allow the energy of Mars to spill over into conflicts and aggression. Direct it in a constructive direction, using it to achieve goals, but maintain diplomacy and the ability to negotiate. Avoid disputes and disagreements with partners, colleagues, and loved ones. Remember, harmonious relationships are key to your success. During this period, it's important to maintain a balance between work and personal life. Don't let career ambitions consume you entirely. Dedicate time to rest, connect with loved ones, and engage in activities that bring you joy and restore your energy. Remember, your well-being depends on harmony in all areas of life. Don't forget about self-discovery and spiritual growth. Analyze your actions, learn from mistakes, and strive for self-improvement. This will not only help you avoid negative influences but also maximize the opportunities that the universe provides. Maintaining inner balance and harmony with the surrounding world is the key to your success during this period of active change. Are there ways to further enhance the positive influence of the stars? But how can Scorpio make the most of this stellar time, not just to grab luck by the tail, but to hold on to it firmly? The answer lies not only in analyzing astrological aspects but also in working skillfully with your own energy. In the period from May 16, 2025, the stars strongly recommend Scorpios turn to energy practices that can enhance the positive influence of celestial bodies. Meditation will become your faithful ally. Focus on visualizing the desired success, imagine yourself confidently and calmly achieving your goals. Pay special attention to meditations aimed at unlocking your inner potential and strengthening your intuition. After all, it is often she who suggests the right path to Scorpios. Don't underestimate the power of affirmations. Repeat positive statements daily regarding your career, finances, and partnerships. For example, I attract success and prosperity, my skills and talents are in demand, I easily find common ground with the right people. It is important that affirmations are formulated in the present tense and evoke sincere positive emotions in you. In addition, it will be useful for Scorpios to master energy protection techniques. Visualize a cocoon of light around you, reflecting negative energies and strengthening your own aura. This will help you maintain inner balance and not succumb to the influence of envious or ill-wishers. Remember the importance of maintaining physical health. Regular exercise, proper nutrition, and adequate sleep are not just taking care of the body, but also an investment in your energy system. The stronger and healthier your body, the more energy you can direct towards achieving your goals. And, of course, don't forget the power of gratitude. Every day, take the time to thank the universe for all the good things you have. Gratitude is a powerful magnet, attracting even more positive events into your life. By mastering these tools, Scorpios will not only be able to take advantage of a favorable astrological period but also create a solid foundation for further success and prosperity. But how exactly did other representatives of this zodiac sign use their natural strength and favorable opportunities? And now let's look at success stories that inspire and prove that Scorpios are capable of reaching incredible heights. Remember, for example, Bill Gates, whose insightful mind and strategic thinking allowed him to create an entire empire. Or Leonardo DiCaprio, who, despite all obstacles, has become one of the most sought-after and respected actors of our time. What unites these outstanding Scorpios? First, incredible dedication and the ability to concentrate on the task at hand. They are not afraid of difficulties but perceive them as a challenge, as an opportunity to show their strength and perseverance. Second, developed intuition, allowing them to feel trends and make the right decisions in business and creativity. Third, the ability to create strong partnerships based on trust and mutual benefit. Analyzing their strategies, we see that they were not afraid to take risks, but always did it consciously, carefully weighing all the pros and cons. They were able to adapt to changing circumstances and find new ways to success. They not only achieved personal heights but also had a significant impact on the world around them. Remembering these examples, it is important to understand, each Scorpio has its own unique path to success. And the period beginning May 16, 2025, can be the starting point for realizing your potential. But how to make the most of this favorable period? We'll talk about that a little later, because there is another important aspect that cannot be missed. So, Scorpios, we have reached the culmination of our forecast. Remember, the stars are not a verdict, but only a map of opportunities. And it is you, born under the sign of Scorpio, who possess a unique set of qualities to make the most effective use of this favorable period. Your natural intuition, multiplied by determination and strategic thinking, will be your main asset. Don't be afraid to take risks, but do so consciously, based on analysis and verified information. Believe in yourself, unlock your potential, and May 16, 2025, will become your starting point towards new heights of success. Remember Bill Gates and Leonardo DiCaprio, they are also Scorpios. Their example is clear proof that persistence, talent, and the ability to see opportunities open any door. Remember, there is a fire burning inside you that can light the way to your dreams. Don't let fears and doubts extinguish it. Embrace this period as a chance for transformation, for reaching a new level. And remember that success is not only money and career, but also harmony in personal life and spiritual development. Use the energy of the stars to create the life you've always dreamed of. But how exactly to plan your actions so as not to miss a single opportunity that May 2025 has prepared for you? More on that later. So, Scorpios, we have analyzed the overall picture of the coming success inherent in the stellar configurations, starting on May 16, 2025. But how, you ask, to navigate this stream of opportunities? How not to miss your chance and make the most effective use of the energy of the planets? The answer is simple, you need a clear astrological calendar, your personal guide to May 2025. Imagine a treasure map where each date is a step towards your goal, each planetary configuration is a hint on how to bypass obstacles and find the shortest path to wealth and recognition. This is exactly the kind of calendar I have prepared for you. Let's start with the first days of May. This is a time of preparation, a period when it is necessary to complete old business, take stock and free up space for new beginnings. Venus in your sign at the beginning of the month gives you charm and attractiveness, use this time to strengthen personal connections, but do not forget about business contacts. This is a great time for informal meetings and building relationships that can later bring tangible benefits. Pay special attention to the period from May 10th to 15th. Mars, your ruler, will be in a favorable aspect to Jupiter, which will give you a powerful impetus for active action. This is a time for bold decisions, presentations, negotiations and deals. Don't be afraid to take risks, but do so thoughtfully, based on a clear plan and analysis of the situation. May 16th is D-Day, the starting point of your career and financial takeoff. Jupiter, the planet of luck and prosperity, enters your 7th house of partnership. This means that success will come through interaction with other people. Look for allies, partners, investors. Don't hesitate to ask for help and support. Remember that together you can achieve much more than alone. The second half of May is a time of active growth and development. Saturn, being in Pisces, will require you to be disciplined, responsible and strategic in your thinking. Don't give in to euphoria from your first successes, continue to work on yourself, improve your skills, and invest in education. Remember that success is not an accident, but the result of hard work and proper planning. Pay attention to May 22nd to 25th. On these days, unexpected turns of events are possible, both positive and negative. Be prepared for any surprises and remain calm and cool-headed. Do not make impulsive decisions, especially in financial matters. Trust your intuition, but do not forget about common sense. At the end of May, try to take time to rest and recharge. Take stock of the month, analyze your successes and failures, draw conclusions and make plans for the future. Remember that success is not an end goal, but a continuous process of development and self-improvement. This astrological calendar is just a general outline. In order to make the most effective use of the energy of the stars, it is necessary to take into account the individual characteristics of your horoscope. But, even following these general recommendations, you can significantly improve your financial situation and achieve career growth in May 2025. However, what if there are obstacles, doubts and difficult situations on the way to success? What specific steps should be taken in a given situation so as not to miss your chance? So, Scorpios, we have thoroughly analyzed the upcoming period from May 16, 2025, when the stars promise you a powerful monetary and career boost. But, as practice shows, behind every favorable forecast there are nuances and pitfalls. Let's face the truth and analyze the typical questions and difficult situations that you, Scorpios, may encounter on the way to success. Many of you, used to relying on your own strength, ask the question, do I really need a partnership to achieve my goals? Isn't it easier to do everything myself? The astrological answer is unequivocal. In a period when Jupiter activates your 7th house, cooperation becomes a key factor in success. This does not mean that you should completely abandon your independence. It's about the competent allocation of roles, delegation of tasks, and the ability to see value in the experience and knowledge of others. Remember that synergy is the multiplication of efforts, not their dilution. Another common problem is fear of risk. Scorpios, with their powerful intuition, often sense possible failures. However, as we have already said, moderate and conscious risk is an integral part of financial growth. How do you find this balance between intuition and rational analysis? Saturn, located in Pisces, will help you here, calling for planning and responsibility. Before making a decision, carefully study all aspects, calculate possible scenarios, and only then act. Don't let fear paralyze you, but don't jump in head first either. Another important point is the ability to manage your energy. Mars, your ruler, gives you incredible strength and determination. However, if this energy is not directed into a constructive channel, it can turn against you. Conflicts, impulsive decisions, overexertion, all this can negate your efforts. Therefore, during periods of active action, do not forget about the need for rest and recovery. Meditation, sports, communication with loved ones, find your own ways to harmonize your inner state. And, of course, do not forget about your personal life. Career growth and financial success are certainly important, but without harmony in relationships with loved ones, the joy of achievement will be incomplete. Pay attention to your loved ones, show care and attention. Remember that true happiness is a balance between all areas of life. The ability to build relationships, understand the motives of others, see the strengths and weaknesses of potential allies, this will be the key to your success during this period. But how to find a common language with different people, how to build harmonious relationships based on mutual respect and trust. Scorpios, be prepared for the fact that your success after May 16, 2025, will largely depend on your ability to build relationships with others. After all, as you know, one man is no man. And here, astrological compatibility comes to the fore, a complex but incredibly important aspect that will help you make the most effective use of the energy of this period. Let's consider with whom it will be easiest for you to find a common language and build productive cooperation. Earth signs, such as Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn, can become a reliable support in your endeavors. Taurians will bring stability and practicality, Virgos, attention to detail and an analytical mindset, and Capricorns, ambition and purposefulness. Together you can create a solid foundation for future success. Water signs, Cancer and Pisces, will share your emotional depth and intuition. Cancers will help create an atmosphere of support and care, and Pisces will inspire creative solutions and a non-standard approach. However, remember the need to maintain balance and avoid excessive emotionality, so as not to get bogged down in experiences. Relationships with air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, can be more dynamic and unpredictable. Gemini will bring lightness and communication skills, Libra, diplomacy and the ability to find compromises, and Aquarius, innovation and unconventional thinking. It is important to be prepared for change and not be afraid to experiment. Of course, do not forget about interacting with other Scorpios. Together you can create a powerful team capable of overcoming any obstacles. However, remember the need to avoid rivalry and direct energy into a constructive channel. In addition to the professional sphere, it is important to pay attention to personal relationships. After all, harmony in the family and with loved ones is the key to your emotional well-being and self-confidence. The ability to listen and understand your partner, show care and support, is what will help you create strong and happy relationships. Remember that astrological compatibility is just one of the factors that influence the success of your relationships. The main thing is your personal qualities, the ability to compromise, and a sincere desire to be together. And now that we have considered the impact of partnership on your success, let's see what else the stars have in store for you. So, Scorpios, remember, your path to success is unique, woven from personal aspirations and talents. The stars point the direction, but the choice is always yours. Believe in yourself, in your intuition, and in the strength that lies within. Transform challenges into opportunities, doubts into confidence, and dreams into reality. Embrace this period as a chance to unlock your potential and reach a new level. Success loves the bold and purposeful, and you, Scorpios, are exactly that. But how can you most effectively use this powerful energy flow to achieve financial stability and prosperity?